This is Connor from The Usual Rush, and this is another commentary, except this time I changed up games. I am playing Gears of War 2. This is Execution on Pavilion, and it's not the best game, but it was my best game all day, because I had some pretty bad games, but that's okay. So basically what I'm going to talk about today is Gears of War 3. Woohoo! Excitement for the Gears of War 3! I was quite the fan of Gears of War 1, not so much of Gears of War 2, but I played Gears of War 3 beta, and oh my god, I loved it. I thought it was the best thing I've ever played. I had so much fun with it. I had fun playing with my friends, and I thought it was way better than Gears of War 2. Maybe not as good as Gears of War 1, because I played the balls off of Gears of War 1, but the point still remains. So, I think what's going to put Gears of War 3 apart from the rest of the games that are coming out this fall is just Gears of War is such a different game than what Modern Warfare 3 and what Battlefield 3 are going to be, obviously. But I'm really looking forward to Gears of War 3 for the sole fact that there's going to be all these new characters, and but also it's gonna be the sum up of all the Gears of War campaigns, and I'm really looking forward to that because the Gears of War campaign is right up there for me with the Call of Duty campaign. I really enjoyed the Call of Duty campaigns. Usually a thing I had to complain about with Call of Duty was things in the multiplayer, but I really enjoyed the campaigns. I always thought the campaigns were interactive and fun, and so that's the same thing I thought with Gears of War. I really loved the Gears of War campaigns. The Gears of War campaigns were just amazing. The storytelling was awesome, and it's more cartoonish graphics. That's my opinion, of course, but I really like that style. The colors are very bright and vibrant in the second game as opposed to in Gears of War 1 where the colors were dark, but the way the colors were in both campaigns I think made them beautiful campaigns. And in the multiplayer aspect, Gears of War 2 introduced Horde mode, which is a mode that I loved. I enjoyed so much. I played hours upon hours with my friends. Except what put the Gears of War games apart from the rest for me was the multiplayer, obviously. And with Gears of War 1, I would come home every day after school when I was in my 7th and 8th grade years, and I would play the game non-stop with my friends. That was all we would come home and do. We wouldn't even do our homework. We would come home and play Gears of War, and I loved it. That was one of the best times of my life playing that game and playing the multiplayer. And it was just such a different multiplayer. I liked it because it felt like you actually had to put some amount of skill into playing the game, and I liked that as opposed to with Call of Duty where it feels more like all you have to do is use the gun that's, you could say, the most overpowered and you'd win, whereas in Gears of War everyone had the same weapon, so you had to be either the best at moving around to get kills or the best at using that weapon, and I liked that. I loved using the weapons and like excelling in the game because that's what it felt like. It felt like it actually took real skill to play the game. And I mean, in the first Gears of War, I wasn't the best player, but I still had fun playing it with my friends because we'd set up the player matches and have 8 people play the player matches, and I really enjoyed it. And so what I'm hoping with Gears of War 3 is that it's going to have that same kind of fun team play aspect, and from what I saw in the beta, I really think it is. And so the thing is, in the first Gears of War, you had the long shot was really it was easy to get headshots. You could get headshots really easily. You didn't even have to aim in all the way. Whereas in Gears of War 2, the sniper was much less enjoyable because it was very hard to get headshots, and you had to scope in all the way, essentially, and the hit detection wasn't that great. But in Gears of War 3, the long shot returned to its former glory, I think, as in Gears of War 1, where the headshots are very you can get headshots very easily even without aiming in, which I like. And so I think that the introduction of the new weapons too is going to make a big part. When I played the beta, I got to use the Digger launcher, which shoots a projectile underground, and it can go undercover and come up. And that was just one of those weapons that was really fun to use, and what really made the beta for me, because whenever I'd pick it up, I'd get kills, and I loved it, and I enjoyed it. And so there was like, if this is, of course, if you haven't played the beta, then there was the one shot, which is basically a giant sniper rifle that's mounted like the mulcher or the mortar, and when you shoot someone, they literally explode into a red mist, which is fun to play and fun to see that happen. And so I definitely think that this Gears of War 3 is going to be a great game. And that's why I was playing some Gears of War 2 today, because I really am looking forward to Gears of War 3 and in the fall. But it's coming out September 20th, I believe, so I can't wait for that. So this commentary is coming to an end, and I would like to thank you for watching it, and I hope you keep watching my commentaries. If you didn't like this commentary, dislike this video, but hopefully you did like it, so I will like it, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.